Hi guys, it's me, Joseph Limstein again, and for this video, I would like to discuss how I personally dodged a bullet, or in this case, dodged a bullet from something that Elon Musk and his company team were making and developing, and how it would possibly affect me if I had been if I had been approved for it. And this being the Neuralink system, which to my knowledge would have helped me out with my disability problem, and it would have made me alright and all better and stuff. And yeah, I will address what I missed during my protest video. I remember what it was after I done publish that little thing. So let me give you a little background. I go to Planet Fitness to get pumped to do whatever I need to do, make friends, whatever. And one of my friends was a guy who claimed to be rich and all this stuff. So I don't know why he was doing it in a common gym like Planet Fitness, the cheap one too. It's less expensive than the others. But regardless of that he befriended me. He said, you're wonderful and all this stuff and all this other stuff too. So we got into talking one day, and then one day after that, we got into talking about a new system, Neuralink, that Mr. Musk and his team were working on. Now this would supposedly fix any problems that I would have in my brain and nervous system, because according to him it was like a nouveau way to get to fix neurological issues with people and patients and whatnot, in which they were to put a computer chip inside someone's brain and microfiber wiring into someone's nervous system to correct whatever misfirings and whatnot the person might have. So that sounds promising for me, right? Because I have an unknown neurological condition in my head and all that, in my body and things, and that will correct my problems, right? So the guy was very insistent on it. I mean, very insistent, like as if he were like a salesman for Elon Musk and the company that was working on Neuralink. To the point that he wouldn't take no for an answer. He wouldn't take no for an answer from my father either, which was like the big authority in my health and that kind of thing. Even though I myself said no, he was saying that the thing was like this new way of fixing any type of problem and stuff. So we said, okay. We eventually kicked in and we said, okay. But the only thing is that I personally wanted to see, how it's going. I wanted to see clinical tests and all that other stuff, that important stuff, like, the medical science journals and all that for this thing that potentially could cripple me for life and make me like the guy from Young Frankenstein, that test subject for demonstration purposes. So I wanted to make sure that it would be safe, years of trials and stuff. So the guy would like, no, you gotta do it right now. You gotta get on the list now. Even though, as much as I would like a cure from my condition and all that, this thing is like still experimental, so I'm willing to wait a little while for it to happen, for it to get proven correct and proven right and all that, and proven that it'll fix whatever I have. Beside the point, I would tell the guy that there are much more severe cases than what I have. As much as I would like it cured, there are a lot more important issues that you can solve. Keanu Reeves, his case, or like someone like Stephen Hawking, for example, or something else. So I was kind of questioning why this guy was so adamant about it. Why he wouldn't take no for an answer and all that, and why he was so into it. He probably was like one of those guys who probably worshipped everything that Mr. Musk does and thinks that he's a new technology genius and all this. Which, yeah, he was originally like this new billionaire guy that was like very into new technology and trying to make it better for Americans and stuff and the people around the world and things. So even though he was like even though there was like a huge list for people who were more severe than myself, my friend was very adamant about that and saying, "Oh, I'll email Elon Musk right now and get you on like an express list and stuff because I'm buddy with him. Now I'll put you in front of everybody else." And first of all, I thought to myself with my father, I said, "This guy's pretty much nobody. I know him fine, but to Elon Musk, he's a nobody. What makes him think that the richest guy in the world is gonna let us do a commoner like him?" And second of all, I want to see what happens in the long run with these implants and whatnot. This isn't like plastic surgery or body enhancements that you could just take out or are harmless or whatever. This deals with the mind. It's the most complex thing in the entire universe. One little screw up and I could be like Stephen Hawking or something like that. God bless him, whatever. Even though with an atheist, I still think God bless him. But whatever. So there was still a lot of questions with any new type of thing that could potentially ruin your brain and your nervous system even worse than what I have right now. So there were a few questions, but this guy was just so adamant about it. So that was all last year. I said to him, I said, "No hard feelings, but I'm not interested. We can still be friends and whatnot. We can still play Halo on Xbox Live and etc. etc. etc." So he said, no big deal. I accept that. I accept your friendship and stuff. So then, I started to realize that Elon Musk Tesla Cybertruck with the same type of deal, like this whole new EV electric vehicle type thing. But it's new, very expensive, $100,000 worth of steel, stainless steel and aluminum. With this new shiny new toy, much like Neuralink. So then I realized that there are quite a few problems with the Cybertruck, Tesla Cybertruck, and I'm assuming there are other problems with other EV vehicles made by the Tesla company. So I started thinking to myself, there's so many problems with this whole new thing with the Cybertruck, with all the other cars. What else could Musk have? What other products can Musk have hand in that are complete jokes. And then I found that my dad bought the surge, I guess they call surge protectors that reduce the amount of electricity that you use on a daily basis. They didn't work anymore either. So anyway, there's that. And then there's the rockets, the SpaceX rockets that last year went kablooey. And then we have what Trump said the other day about that we're gonna go rescue the astronauts that were stranded in space, and then the last administration let them up his rot and that kind of thing. So he said, my buddy here, Elon Musk, will rescue them. And would you know it? Tesla, Elon Musk sends a space rocket in test mode up in the sky, and guess what? It went boom. So I think that when Elon Musk gets into something, develops something, I think that when he doesn't think anything through 100%, and that when he does use something like politics, like this, it ends up blowing business face because he wants to be like on the cutting edge of something special, like something new and something new and technology wise, something nouveau and all that stuff. So so when he says like we're going into space and whatnot, I believe him, but it takes time, it takes testing and all of this stuff, not public displays of failure like the Cybertruck, the SpaceX rocket that blew up in their face, not like the other stuff that he does too. Then I got into then I saw his little hand gesture, attach himself with the Third Reich or the Fourth Reich or whatever the case is. And I've seen what he did with the Doge and cutting out veterans and potentially cutting out administrative stuff like Social Security, Medicaid, and all that other stuff too. So then I was like, something isn't right with Musk. Something isn't right at all with him or his philosophies. So then I thought to myself, I thought, well, all these disasters, what he does is he gets involved with these new rich things and these new technologies and whatnot, and then leaves them to their own devices. So he, much like Trump, he gets involved in something and then leaves it alone. And that's not a good thing because you want to build a truck that looks shiny and new and all that, looks scientific and like a spacecraft or something that looks like a sci-fi thing or something like that. And, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine that that's a piece of crap. It's not going to affect anybody in general except the guy that buys it, the one that buys it. You want to make space rockets that blow up with nobody in it. That's fine. It's a big waste of money, but but no one's really hurt by that. You want to do something else that's incredibly stupid and doesn't hurt anybody. That's fine. But when you start getting involved with the human brain and nervous system, that's kind of where I draw the line, because that kind of thing, that kind of mentality of of getting involved in something that you have no business getting involved in, and then potentially screwing up the human body and things. That is kind of a big deal. It's not like a stupid little car or space rocket. It's not like little rocket science. But these are actually human lives that you could potentially be screwing up, and I won't have that put in my brain over something like my minor disability. I can understand if I were more severe, like hawking or locked-in tumors, something of that nature. But for me now, I can't see myself doing that, especially with the weight. The Tesla Cybertruck and other vehicles made by Tesla and the SpaceX rockets uh, and the little surge protectors keep broken down, not working right, blowing up. You know, what else could this thing do to the human brain? I'm not saying like something like a simulated reality or inputting thoughts into our head, but just the idea that he keeps rushing into new industries where he has no business or knowledge to get into them, kind of almost scary. And I do hope that those people that get the Neuralink put into their heads is they're okay at the end. But for right now, I think I'll wait until after I see a certain amount of years, a certain amount of tests, a certain amount of results before I put that thing into my head. Like I said, it won't be something like the errors and the potential problem with that will be on the level of, say, the Matrix or, say, another simulated reality thing or inputting thoughts into our heads, all that. But it could lead to some serious neurological problems, especially if something goes awry with it, or if it gets damaged, or if it gets implanted wrongly into people's heads. So there's a lot to, to unpack with that, and I'm not gonna do it at all. I'm not gonna bother with it. I'm just gonna sit quietly and wait for some medical results to happen. Which now that Trump is involved with the government and stuff, I think that they're only gonna publish like a good thing that happened when they're like, we won't actually see anything bad or horrific happen to people's bodies with the Neuralink. Not until the next administration at least. So that's kind of scary. And I do feel sorry for those people that were to get negatively affected by this rush job. Because I think what's gonna happen is the people who get this implanted into their heads are gonna be affected by it, and medical insurance or anything involved with suing the company or taking out or repairing it won't be able to do it. Won't be able to fix whatever damage is done to the human body. They might involve drugs or something else important with that, or say other surgery to remove the implant, or they might even make the patient worse off than if they just left alone. So when you're dealing with a human brain, it's very complex and very experimental. But I think that Elon Musk rushed the development of the Neuralink development, and that's never a good thing when you do it something so critical, so complex, so with so many things that could potentially go wrong with the human brain. Like you said, this isn't like a stupid truck that runs on command, or a truck that doesn't do a basic truck functions, or a rocket that blows up. These are dealing with human minds and brains. So I think that it's going to be a very big mistake for anyone to get that. And the fact that people defend him with like he's the second coming of Jesus Christ is always is a recipe for disaster. So anyway, Let me know if you guys think that I'm right or if I'm wrong with all this. Dodging of the bullet with the Neuralink process. And do you think I'm right or you think I'm wrong with it? Or if you think that Elon Musk is correct with the Neuralink thing or not. That'd be Neuralink. Or if you think it should be implemented right away, or it should wait until it's got years of medical testing or whatever before you implant anything into the human brain. So I thank you for watching my video on how I dodged the bullet with refusing Neuralink, or you think I'm crazy for it. Anyway, if you like what you see here and you want to see more of my videos, you can always like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you got any input on my future stuff, you can always call me. You can always call me or text me at 631-707-3707. Or you can follow me on Twitter or X, which is another questionable purchase by Mr. Musk, which is going downhill at Pete Nelson Pro. My email is JJ's viewing channel at gmail.com. So I salute all you guys out there who are interested in medical devices and medical solutions to problems like this. I don't think that Neuralink is really good for anybody. And I hope that with the whole political mess that Musk made for himself and his desperation moves with that and with his hand gesture, I'm glad that he is losing business, because nobody likes anyone that stands up for that kind of thing, like Nazism and all that. So yeah, I'm very happy for that. He lost 25% of his business in 2 months that he did that, and lost over $100 billion in business, which was a lot of work. He had the freedom of speech to do that, but he doesn't have freedom from consequences. And by the way, I hate that Trump made a big to do about buying a Tesla in the front lawn of the White House, even though the car itself has 37 active recalls on it, with the major problem with the car. So imagine that kind of thing happening for a Neuralink patient, a patient with that kind of thing inside the head. What kind of recalls, what kind of problems would that entail? Removal or permanent brain damage or nervous system damage. Anyway, peace out, my brothers and sisters. I'll see you in the next video. Sayonara. Bye bye. Aloha to all you girls and guys in Internet land.